Hey SEO friends, James Slattery back at it. SEO Tools for Schema. Hi's to everybody in Tennessee. So schema. Regarding schema, you'll hear lots of not my way or the highway. I think that's all wrong. Basically, schema helps but isn't a cure-all. It does help in some scenarios as far as breakthrough scenarios. When you're up against the wall, all of a sudden you enact something in schema and it works out. We use tools for schema, so do a lot of top gurus. Best course out there, Rob Beal, Schematic Architecture. I think you can find it through Heavy Hitter Club. As far as doing some research, Google has a search gallery page at bit.ly/search gallery where they list rich results, features, and you click on whatever feature you want, article, fact, whatever, and you click on it and it'll give you sample text that you can use as a template. Another great way to learn schema or find schema that you want or need is the Sandbox SERP result, which is at bit.ly/sboxsa. Sandbox SA. The top 10 schema. So you input a search term and it gives you the results of what schema is in use by the top 10 sites, the average word count for those sites, some speed details and site metrics. And this is interesting that when you go to an individual listing, you'll see that it has a whole bunch of different features here, but for this individual listing, you can see the schema types that are put into place. You can validate their schema and see the actual schema code for the #1 listing. And there's other tests that are built in here. One funny thing is they do have a Core Web Vitals test, and it says that it fails. So this site ranks #1 for New York City data recovery, or Data Recovery NYC. And meanwhile, it fails Core Web Vitals. So that tells you a lot about Core Web Vitals. Super important. Not. So builders work. Top guys admit using them. Recommend Schemantra. Others, Easy Local Schema, Tech SEO Schema. Both bit.ly links, both lowercase. So Schemantra has full support for nested or node referencing, basically complex schema. It's a tool. You can build or destroy with it. That's why I recommend getting a firm foundation in schema, learning it properly through a course like Rob's or elsewhere, or just reviewing top ranking schema. Know the schema you need or want. Looking at ranking competitors using tools like the Sandbox tool. So Schemantra has basically fill in the blanks. You punch in your ad ID, your address, etc., and it fills out here, and you save it. And once you save it, it's going to come up with a screen like this. It tells you the sub-schema that works in conjunction with the schema that you just created. That's why I like Schemantra. It automatically triggers what schema works as a sub-schema of the schema that you just created. So if you find that you need a certain type of schema and you build it up, you can take it to the next level with the sub-schema. Real worthwhile. So next, another tool, Nap Hunter. I've featured it before. Worthwhile. Little pain in the neck to get it and install it nowadays because I think it's banned from the Chrome store. But you type in your business name, address, your full address with suite and your phone number, you click Hunt, it opens up like 20 different browser tabs, and it finds all mentions of your site, structured or unstructured NAP listings, etc. Rob Beal's course also has a set of templates, worthwhile. So as far as testing, there's two basic sites for validating schema. Basically Google and Google has their rich results test, and schema.org has their validator. Any search on Google for schema testing, whatever, is going to show up both of these. As far as inserting schema, so schema outputs like this, you need to add it to your WordPress site. I believe the best tool out there for adding it to a WordPress site is called WP Code. WP Code allows you to take this, add it into the header of a given page or all pages or whatnot. Normally you don't want to do the same schema on all pages, so you want to be selective as to where you put it. Any good learning or education on schema is going to teach you where to put it, etc. But with WP Code, the nice thing about it, especially for local SEO, I utilize it extensively, is it has logic, and it will add the schema to pages that contain raid or a certain word or a certain place name, city, state, town, whatever. Anywhere that is mentioned, it will put this schema. That's the reason why I use this tool. And you can also use WP Code, which formerly was called Insert Header. You can also use this for Google Search Console and Google Analytics. So a quick tutorial on a couple of things to help you out with schema. I'm not teaching you schema. That's not the intention of this. The intention is do some research, get some education, look into other competitors that are ranking, learn from their schema, build on it, extend on it. That's what I do, and that's how I rank sites. Let me know how you make out and what you guys use for schema, if it's anything other than what I've mentioned here today. So best of luck, take care, have a great one.